Hey, what's up, you guys? This is our first video blog, first open mic video blog. I hope you saw our introduction. I'm not going to go over what the video blog is. The introduction covers all of that. But our first topic is dating from a Christian male's perspective. I just wanted to highlight something. Just because we're coming from a Christian viewpoint doesn't mean that we just want Christians to respond to this video or to comment, to leave comments for us. We want everybody. You know, if you're not a Christian, unsaved, whoever, leave a comment for us. We're no respective person. We just want to hear you guys' feedback on it. But as I said, we're discussing dating from a Christian male point of view. This is our first video on it. Basically, I think the Christians' outlook on dating should be different. Don't you guys agree? You guys agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Sure.
When we talk about different, what is to be? What do we meaning when we say different from different than a person who doesn't know the Lord? How are we supposed to view dating as Christians in general? What do you guys think?
I think the outcome, our projected outcome is different. You know, in dating. You know, as Christian males, our end goal should be marriage. You know, as opposed to other guys who the end goal might be sex or just a good time. You know what I mean? But so I think one way that it should be different is the overall outcome.
But would you guys say that media kind of controls the way you date? I mean, from a young point, I mean, when you're in school, elementary school, from grade school, you know, you going with somebody, or you know, dating is really like, how do you define dating?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say dating is, like you said, a lot of times it's kind of controlled by the media. You know what I'm saying? And you really got to break it down to, I think, is what you think. Moved over a little bit. You can't see me. I think dating is like what you believe dating is. Some people think just talking to somebody could be dating, you know, and some people think a monogamous relationship is dating. Monogamous relationship is dating. But you know what I'm saying. So like, I mean, you kind of want to point out when does somebody really want to start dating, and when do you want to start talking to different people. Because me personally, I really don't think there's nothing wrong with having friends. You know, it's nothing wrong with having friends, but when you start talking to someone and start thinking about dating, it's a whole different situation. So I think media kind of doesn't really bring emphasis on that. You know, dating is like, oh, I talk to this person, I talk to that person. They say that's dating, but really you just having a whole bunch of friends. And nothing wrong with that, but when you really want to start dating, it should be just you and that person.
That's true.
So, yeah.
That's true.
That's why I love something.
I believe that a lot of Christians, I would say a lot of Christians are confused about dating. I mean, I was confused as a teenager because if it wasn't for my parents talking to me about it, and how how the Bible mentions we're not supposed to be unequally yoked with with unbelievers, I wouldn't have never known about it, because it's kind of like, it's not taboo, but it's not talked about.
Right.
It's not mentioned. Like I said, unequally yoked. What is that? A lot of people feel like, what is unequally yoked? They hear the verse, but it's not explained. And we got the television is is like the teacher teaches us, what to look for, and a lot of
how girls look, man.
True. Or you're some kind of adult male in your life. It's still recording. Still recording. Or a lot of us have we have adults in our lives who have the mindset of little kids, and they're teaching young boys the wrong thing about being a player or having more than one girlfriend or cheating on your girl, and we just, as Christians, there should be a difference in that. And I believe the church and the church should be our primary source to show us what the Bible says and to teach us.
And I think it's also a mindset thing too. Well, like you were saying about being a player and all that stuff. I think most young guys, think players, oh, that's a good thing or whatnot. But I also think that they don't understand what I would say. How can I put this in a simple form? They don't understand that when you're in a relationship, what I'm saying, it's you and that person.
Mm-hmm.
Most young guys think, well, I'm going out with her, but I can also talk to this girl, I talk to that girl. Where if that's the case, then just don't date.
Yeah,
And a lot of young guys kind of rush to trying to have a girlfriend instead of just having a lot of friends. I got this friend, I got that friend, and that's not making you a player, but I think telling girls up front, well, I'm not ready to be on a one-on-one relationship, but I like to be friends with you.
Mm-hmm.
That'll make it a lot easier than what I'm saying, being forced. So this is my girlfriend, but I
Right.
also want to be friends and hang out with her, and that causes kind of confusion.
I think on the other side of that is girls. When we say friends, they take it differently. Women
Right.
take things a
Right.
lot differently
Right.
than males take it.
We think.
Yeah, because when you say like, I mean, if she likes you, and you be like, we just friends. She believing like, okay, I got to first base.
Yeah.
I'm his friend, and I'm gonna try to be his close friend. After that, I'm gonna be his girl.
Yeah.
So it's not only telling. I agree with you what you say. To set, tell them from the very beginning we friends, but it's your actions too. Because if you calling her all the time, and she your main girl, like she gonna think it's something more out of that, even though you say it's
Yeah.
friends.
You got anything to say on that, Journey?
No, I mean I agree. I think it's again it's just the outlook. When you like like you said, Steven, when you're young, you don't really think about you're not thinking about marriage. You're not thinking about
Yeah, you just
at
think
least for
about
me,
having a
I
good
want
time.
you know what I mean. Yeah, it was just I got a girlfriend.
Yeah,
got a
you're having a
girlfriend.
good time.
Yeah, and you really don't really think about that's why Christian males, if you trying to do what's right, you'll see that dating is serious because you're really looking for a wife. You got long term futures. Like Cor said, unequally yoked. Unequally yoked is not only just like Christian, non-Christian, but are you serious about Christ or you're not serious about Christ? You know what I mean? That's
Right.
still you still gotta weigh those things. So it's just your outlook and it's your perspective.
Yep, and that's our part one, you guys. We're gonna record part two right after this.
Yeah, and on this part one, we really want to get kind of y'all perspective on it, especially females, because we already said that like we think that friends is going first base. That's how we think. So we really like to get y'all perspective on how y'all think if we say friends or dating.
Yeah.
The difference. So if y'all can just write back or whatnot and just tell us how you feel about it. Anybody, everybody.
Yeah, everybody want to hear your perspective. If you don't like something you hear, feel free to argue it or defend your point of view.
Yeah.
We like debates. We good at debating.
Yeah.
So give us your opinion, your point of view. Thank you.
And
Part
don't
two.
be ignorant.
Yeah, don't be ignorant.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we check y'all later. Part two coming soon.